everybody. Welcome to Wild Star Healing Temple. We have a lot of you guys with us today already in the chat. We've been saying hey to Tina and Mary and Miss P. And of course, Viviani's here, and Mango Unicorn and Miss Starfish is in the house.
Woo-hoo.
So just a reminder to all of you guys here in the Healing Temple, when we come into this space, we're all trying to get on the same vibe, the same wavelength to support each other, but also to step forward in faith that the healing that you ask for is attainable and is happening. That's the whole point of our prayer that we post here, that in this temple we are free. That means free of emotional baggage, free of physical pain, free of all of the things holding us back. I trust in what I cannot see. We trust that these things are happening even before the physical manifestations of them have happened. I dream of love and I dream of peace. We step in here in a space of love and in a space of peace so that we're open and able to receive. And what I dream, I'll someday be. Remembering that our thoughts dictate what we see and what we manifest in this life. So today, hence my green love lights, we've been feeling a lot of gentle, nurturing energy. I interpreted this as feminine Mother Mary energy. Kai, I think, interpreted this as the healed masculine energy. So we're coming together in a very beautiful way, but a gentle way today. What words been coming up for you today, Kai?
Less of word, but words. Just turning desperation into devotion. So being able to be an alchemist in motion with even just like, sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I do not want to do breath work. I do not want to do my gratitude journal. I do not want to do reading, because I read every morning as well from a book that usually is tapped in some kind of way. And instead of it being going by the emotions and just doing it from almost like okay, well, I'm calling in all these things, so I feel like I have to do these things that I do in the morning in order to call these things in, which is in essence a lack mindset. Turning that into and alchemizing that into a place of devotion, a place where you understand that those moments with yourself in the morning or in the afternoon, whatever works best for you, is what actually keeps that fire in you alive. And that's what's going to call those manifestations in, right? Those are the things that's the attitude that's going to, that belief, that like that a little bit, that little bit of delulu, is going to bring in exactly what you've been asking for and searching for. So that's been what's been going on with me kind of this week, as well as boundaries. I'm going to throw that out there as well. Boundaries have been coming in really heavy with a lot of my collective readings that I've been doing, which if any of you guys are on TikTok, that's where I do my readings, as well as just in my own personal life. To be honest with you, I've had to put up a lot of boundaries this week, and that's why I'm coming in with a very healed masculine energy today, as Mary had pointed out, because I feel like that's what the masculine does, creates the container so that the feminine doesn't go wild, but also creates the container for that feeling of safety. And so
I feel very safe and very protected. I think there's two more things that I want to touch on before we go into breathwork and getting on the same page. One is the offering you have coming up, but the other is I want to talk about integration for a second. Yeah. I've had a few people who have come back after these healing temples and have said that they get a lot of energy from these, and sometimes get a flare that same day, or until it like fully integrates in, or they're like zapped, exhausted after, like they're getting you guys, when you step into this healing temple, you are getting a lot of energy. You don't just have one healer working on you very gently for 2 hours. You have two powerful healers doing all kinds of energy work at one time on many different levels with angels and goddesses and light codes and DNA quantum stuff. We're doing very, very deep, powerful things in a concentrated way. So when you ask for your healing and receive that, leave yourself open and be vulnerable and receptive to that. But also make sure that you ground afterwards, that you're drinking lots of water, that you're going out in nature, that you're soaking up the sun a little bit, you're giving yourself time to rest. Do you have any other things to add to that, Kai?
Well, I think it would be really prudent for everyone that's here now to go ahead and kind of set the intention for you to receive exactly what it is you need. And kind of, because like the thing is that with energy, your guides, if it's too powerful, what's coming to you, your guides can help mitigate that a little bit so that you don't have these like, adverse reactions out the gate. But also the word just gentle, which has kind of been the theme already, is just being gentle, be very nurturing with yourself as you heal, and give yourself time. Like I would say 3 day up to 3 days, 72 hours after is what I would say to be like extra just gentle, nourishing foods, the sun, everything that she said, and lots of water.
Beautiful. Well, tell us about your workshop or your upcoming offering.
Oh yeah. So I am going to be hosting an online event. It is going to be on 9/7. So I believe that's 2 weeks from, or not, is it 2 weeks? Yeah, I think from Sunday. Is it 1 week or 2 weeks from Sunday?
1 week.
I think it's 1 week. I was like, wait, I think I'm wrong. It's 1 week from Sunday. It's going to be about an hour and a half. It is going to be a 999 breathwork portal release ceremony. So I'm going to be doing energy work, light energy work, not as deep as we do in here. And the intention of this ceremony, because 999 is all about closing cycles, is going to be closing out those cycles through our breath while welcoming in the new timelines, the new energies, the manifestations that you've been calling in, and having all of that be brought closer into your field by using the somatic power of breath and intention to activate that. So if that's something that sounds awesome for you, I think it's going to be $30 through Eventbrite. She's just posted the link. And yeah, I would love to see you all there if that feels aligned.
Thank you. All right, everybody, if you're ready, let's just go ahead and get on the same page. Set that intention for the healing that you want, to receive it in a manner that is comfortable for you to receive it, and also support the other people here who are having their healings done. Kai, you want to lead us through a gentle breath to get everyone on the same vibration?
Yeah. I was gonna do foundational breath when we were talking earlier, but I think I'm being more guided to do box breath.
Okay.
So that's gonna be, we're gonna do, I think 7. A 7 count feels really good to me right now. So box breath is going to be in through the nose, out through the mouth with 2 holds. So it'll be in for 7, breathing into the bottom of the belly all the way up to the top of the head. We're gonna hold for 7. Then we'll breathe out for 7 and then hold for 7. So that's why it creates a box. It's 7 counts on either side. And this is a great, great technique in order to get yourself out of that sympathetic fight or flight nervous system mode into the parasympathetic. So if everyone will get themselves ready, make sure that your backs are straight or aligned and you're getting your crown as close as you can to the heavens as of right now. Have your feet firmly planted on the floor, or if you're crisscross applesauce, that's fine. It's also okay to be laying down. Just make sure your spine is aligned and you don't have too much neck support for it. So on the count of 3, we'll breathing in through the nose to the bottom of the belly for 7, holding for 7, out for 7, holding for 7. Okay? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. And hold. and out. And hold. Breathe in. Hold. Out. Hold. In. Hold. Out. Hold. In. Hold. Out. Hold. Last one. Breathe it in. Make sure you get all the way full. Hold it at the top. Breathe it out for 9. And hold. Great job, everyone.
Thank you. I
was like, how are you feeling after that?
my third eye doing some tinglies. Well, let's get our first question up here. I think all the way in the beginning we had starfish. Thank you. General healing and neuropathy in the feet. Okay. So I already feel Mother Mary and Metatron on my end, and I am starting, interestingly, at the side of the calves. So we're going in up.
Yeah, I've got like a very, like an oak tree here with me. And I'm being drawn to the hip area.
Oak is such a strong, balanced, step forward, new beginning kind of tree. I even feel interdimensional beings here, Jenny, that you're not new to that. And it feels like they're pushing through the nervous system or through the nerves and the pathways there to open that up and sheath it.
Yeah, funny as you said, the interdimensional. I was feeling Pleiadians specifically.
I don't know why, but I feel the need to put you in this bubble and just let you float there and rock there for a while. So maybe you just close your eyes for a moment here and just let yourself feel supported and rocked and cared for. I do feel at this time a separation from just below the sacral. So the top of the body feels like it has a very different energy than the bottom of the body.
I agree.
We're fixing that.
And I keep hearing adrenal glands, adrenal.
Beautiful. So it feels like you're like in the sacral and I'm more the root at this point because I keep hearing something over and over again saying, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am home. I am secure. I'm fine. All is well. So this feels like a reconditioning, some sort of new way of being and being able to move forward in a new way. I'm working with the communication now, which brings us back to the nerves.
I've got like energetic light language needles that are going in as like acupuncture. Specifically in the rhomboid area, like underneath your shoulder blades. Feels like there might be some tightness in the fascia there as well.
If you feel any heat in your root, I'm starting a fire. That's what I'm sitting here doing. So just let it be, let it rise.
I was just thinking of sending fire element too.
Well, what I'm seeing is this I keep seeing this bundle of nerves, but somehow it's inflamed by the root and what's going on. And I just feel burning it away, but not destructively, transformationally.
Putting like a energetic icy hot right now.
Go ahead and think in your mind, I release. Just in your mind, release control, release the need to be aware or present or hold your own container. There's something about that forwardness, that need to be on and in command. Just release that for a second. Let it fall.
And maybe even do that release while taking a really deep breath in through your nose and like doing it in tandem.
Good job.
Let me do a couple more deep breaths actually, just like a so I'm seeing like trickling electricity coming down now as you're doing that.
And back down to the legs and feet. Potassium, eat more bananas. I don't know why, but as soon as that release happened and you let go and that root opened up, it was just bananas was all I was seeing. It looked like a waterfall, a geyser of bananas. Strange imagery.
And then whenever you have, if you're able, maybe do a stretch where you are getting the front part of your shoulders here, kind of behind, as best as you can to do like a stretch. Because I'm seeing a little bit of energy kind of in just like this front part of the shoulders. Calm that down a little bit.
And I see a very beautiful feminine energy, like purples and pinks, just this light feminine energy, just soothing and pulling pain off of the feet. And what I really love is how we're both working on communication, but I'm in the nerves down here and Kai is up at the shoulders and the throat and whatever's causing tension in your physical communication spaces.
Being shown a yo-yo So I don't know if there's anything in your life that's been really inconsistent, but I think that's why Mary's down in the root, is maybe to bring a little more safety and security in that.
At the same time that Kai was seeing the yo-yo, I was seeing a Jewish star. Um, I'm not hearing a lot of messages around that. I don't know if that means anything personally to you, because at first I thought it was a Merkaba, and the guides were very like, no, this is a Jewish star. But what I can feel from it is a lot of comfort, a lot of love. There's a whole lot of love, cozy, supported kind of energy coming through. So I don't know if we have ancestry in this particular space, or if this is a quantum version of you coming through, or a guide. But you are being offered a lot of love and support and comfort right now.
And I'm seeing a goat as you say that. So maybe call in the goat energy, because they're very sure-footed and very sturdy.
I opened one eye. I was waiting to see where you're going with that.
I know, I saw you. Well, think like Capricorn, earth energy, goat, very supported, very sturdy. Like they can go on those rocks that are on mountains and be fine. So like,
I like that imagery.
Doubting it.
Never doubt. I was just waiting to see where it would go. I had full faith. So I feel this huge cloud, this whoosh of comfort and trust and freedom and flexibility and playfulness, softness, support. And for me, from my space, I feel complete. Something about your dad, though. So I don't know. Like I said, I feel like there might be some ancestry coming forward. But all of it's in love, support, making amends, freedom, stuff like that.
Yep. I have also called my energy back to me and left my energy with you, Starfish.
Thanks, Jenny, so much for letting us work on you for a while. And I don't know why, I just feel compelled to let you know everything's okay. Everything's going to be well. All is well. Okay. That's that last little message, as if as soon as I started to call my energy away, it felt like there was something here in the heart space that was like, wait, don't go. And I don't know if sometimes we feel like we're having to face really hard things alone, but you're not alone. And that's really been shown a lot today. And you're very, very supported. Thanks, Jenny.
And I will say, I think that for there to be multidimensional beings, ancestors, all of that, as well as coming through, was a very earthy energy for me with an oak tree and a goat. It means that you're being supported on both planes.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love that. Thank you. Who's next in line up here? Miss P. Ribs for back and face. I'm taking a second to connect in, to find your vibe. I'm immediately being guided more towards your upper back, but it's almost like the energy is sliding down your back a little bit, not in a negative way, but in a comforting way. Like, it's okay now, as if someone were just like a mother were rubbing your back. Yeah, lots of that mother energy.
Yeah, so it's interesting because my guides showed me a giant fairy from this video game that I started. And they're very like beautiful and ordained, and like with jewels and pastels. And so I'm feeling led to ask when the last time you like dressed up for yourself or made yourself feel beautiful. Maybe put on a little makeup, maybe put on a dress, and just like, doing something for you on that front is kind of coming through for me, because that's what this fairy does in the game. Is she creates stronger clothing, and she helps people feel beautiful about themselves.
Okay, it's my turn because now I'm seeing horns, but I think it's more a deer. I think it's a deer, not a ghost. And I feel, most of the time when I see stag, this is wisdom energy, but right now this feels like strength and support because the horn keeps turning into like a rib, like the curve of it. So this is structure, this is support, this is strength. There's something here. Okay, is hitting. I'm sorry, that was me processing what was coming out in that moment. Like it had to come through my body for a second. It's like energy Tourette's. When I'm like something for you, I'm pulling your energy, and my chakras are purging it. It feels like there's something there about the resistance of masculine energy, but your masculine energy is healed energy, and it's trying to support you in a very structured way. So being open to that healed masculine energy is going to help the structure of the ribs and the spine and bring a little bit of healing and peace to that area. So I'm going to sit with that for a minute, and I really want to purge out that toxicity that's there. I got chills again because anytime I tap into it, I feel that it's inflamed in that area, but it's inflamed with resistance to the masculine. I think there's fear there. I'm feeling like anxiety, and it just feels like toxicity around power and masculinity. So we're going to purge that and get that out. Okay. It's just like we're scooping it out and we're replacing it with these deer antlers of the healed masculine to support you in all of your fairy playfulness.
Which I'm with me saying makeup, which is something I don't do. I'm in the cheek area right now, just really putting in some beautiful, like, it's so funny because my guides come through with some new things sometimes, but creamy energy, like just very like soothing and soft into like your cheeks.
Well, she did say face sores. Maybe there's
Yeah.
skin stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm seeing Teddy now. So sorry, Miss P, but I'm going to tap into your dog for a second. Okay. And he just feels well, your dog is a shaman. So, I think he's definitely had past lives as some sort of healer, but he is like one of the ultimate, I don't want to just say ultimate empaths. Your dog is happy when you're happy. I see him running in circles, being playful and connecting in with what energy bounces off of you. So when he's moving and playing, you're laughing, you're being reactive to him, then that makes him happy. But then I see the opposite energy of that. And I think that that's coming off of heavy days or times when you're both having to process a lot that's happening in the collective or in your community. But what I really see is a lot of groundedness on those days, letting yourself really root in. I know it's probably really hot where you are, and going outside probably isn't always an option, but knowing that you're safe, once again, tapping into those antlers and that healed masculine, knowing that you're grounded, knowing that everything's going to be okay, that you're always cared for, will ground you in and ground Teddy in because he reacts off of you. And I'm being brought back up to the lung space now. And there's a lot of sadness here that we're going to release. So take a few deep breaths here. Really fill those lungs. And let out the grief. Let out the sadness, the loneliness.
And honestly, to piggyback on that, because my guides were like, go help her in that area, push out the breath a little bit on a couple of them, like to really release some of that energy. Put a little force behind it. Nothing crazy.
Trust your ribs when you push. Trust the healed masculine that you have. Trust yourself.
Yeah, if it's too painful, don't do it. Just a little bit of a push instead of like a letting air fall out, if that makes sense. So it doesn't have to be anything forceful, like super forceful.
But I feel what you're saying, Kai. It feels like a snap into an alignment. Like it feels like it's aligning something there. Definitely. Stay with that. Don't hurt yourself, but trust yourself.
Yeah. I'm being shown a dragonfly, which is one of the most beautiful creatures of transformation, in my opinion, because they start out underwater and then become a creature that is out of the water and flies around. So maybe a bath, like a salt bath, if you have anything that you could do with that, I think would be really beneficial. Just for the whole body, maybe a detox bath or magnesium even, just to give yourself some relaxing energy.
Yeah, magnesium glycinate is a really good pill to take in the evening, or if you don't have a bathtub or can't get in and out of a bath, soaking your feet in that salt water.
Yeah, exactly.
But interestingly, when you saw the dragonfly, I was seeing the need to release abandonment as being the core of what's held in that lung space. So while this might bring up some things, have all of that, keep breathing it out, trust yourself, and then keep bringing your mind back to this space where I don't abandon me. I love me. I am safe with me. And bring that back to you and back to Teddy and back to your home and back to your fairies. You're safe. You are cared for. Dandelion energy coming up now. So joy, higher vibrations. And I'm going to clear the bottom of the feet to help you kind of root and connect more. But then I feel guided to just surround you with like this, I want to call it a gel pack of angelic energy that can just stick onto your auric field. And I feel that that might be effective because instead of you getting like a full impact right now, your body can continue to absorb this gel pack of energy over the next few days, taking what you need almost like an IV.
Which is energy. It was interesting because I just put like a protective bubble around her of gold light, and then I'm giving her higher self a jar of honey to kind of like soothe over time.
Yes, absolutely. Give her, with her protective bubble, a way to filter out all of those collective energies. Are you picking up alien energy again? I just gotta ask.
Me?
Yes.
I did a couple times.
Really? You didn't
Yeah.
see it? You're like, I don't want to see it again. Okay, yeah, I was picking up some alien energy too, and that's a little different for Miss P. But it feels like
The Darien is what I got.
it felt like that there was an interdimensional energy that was observing you. And I don't see it like tapping in. I don't see it doing anything. It just feels like it's observing. But I also think just being in such close proximity with such a high vibrational being could sometimes cause a lot of pain on the body, or at least sensitivity. So it's not nefarious or bad. It just felt present, like it was curious about you, like it knew you, but it was watching your life, like an old friend or something. But I just asked if it could clear out for a day or two and let you kind of come into some form of stasis and healing and relief before coming back.
Which I did a little work on your pineal gland. So if you're open to it, you might be able to connect when you're ready.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much, Penelope, for letting us work on you today. Hi, Tina. I'm going to take a second just to bring my energy back from Miss P and from Teddy. I love you guys. We'll stay in touch. Okay. Let's tap in and find Tina. 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 I feel like we should sing her a song. Tina. When I connect in with you, I'm immediately zoink right here in the solar plexus space, and I see these huge antlers, but they're not like antlers from a deer. They're antlers from some sort of woodland being. Like you can imagine the old like pagan shamans that wear all the horns and stuff. That's what it looks like moving through the woods. The energy instantly feels high. It feels more powerful. So there's something that you've tapped into recently that is giving you a lot of power. I think that heart space, emotionally, maybe even mentally, you might feel stressed, you might feel tired and fatigued. You might feel like you're working through something, but underneath all of that, your personal power is like, oh, I'm here and I'm gonna mess stuff up. Like I've got some power moving forward.
I am in your mind. Very much so. And I'm going to be, authentic and real. And it is a darker energy that I'm facing right now. And I am going to probably be kind of quiet because I'm going to usher this out.
And I feel a lot of love coming in. So I'm helping to replace the energy, fill that space again. And I also feel more guided towards the root while Kai is up at the top. I see a lot of things coming up the root and then just falling out of the energy field. And some of this feels very ancestral. Some of it feels like belief systems. Some of it feels like, I want to say, past trauma. I keep seeing you in a car. So it just, not necessarily a wreck, but just like a trauma point in a car. So it just feels like these things are shaking loose. And it seems to be shaking loose in the root, taking place in the mind, but empowering the solar plexus. So we want to release the negative spaces to bring everything back into alignment together. You have a lot of questions about things from your past or from your ancestry and their past. I see a big question mark stuck in your root space. And when I pull that out, it feels a bit like wrestling with self-trust. That's one of the biggest things that people come into when they're really opening up their power is, do I trust myself not to hurt people with my power? Do I trust myself to be big and still maintain my integrity and authenticity? And that feels like that's kind of what that root space is struggling with right now. If I let my power in, who am I? What does that make me?
I was just given an assist with a bulldozer of light.
Bulldozer of light.
Bulldozer of light. It's a new one for me.
I like it.
Me too. It's got like a claw too. It's helping me dig up some stuff. Don't let the outer voices infiltrate. Don't let the outer voices infiltrate.
That's actually exactly what I'm clearing in the root. I keep hearing a bunch of those voices. Instead, I want you to start thinking things like, I am whole. I am loved. I want you actively right now to start thinking those positive things. If you unlock all of this power, what does that make you? And answer that question for yourself. It makes me whole. I am powerful. I am loved. I am content. I am fulfilled. I am home. I am comforted. I am soft. I am safe.
And know that doubt was never yours. That was projected onto you from generations of doubt being projected, but your doubt's not yours. It's not yours to hold. It's not anyone's to hold. And my left ear just started ringing, so like really do some heavy nurturing with yourself, self-love, self-care. Because what I just removed was deep and big.
So I feel good with the bottom part of the body. I'm moving that and aligning from the feet all the way up to where I was in the solar plexus. I'm also seeing two people on either side and a child moving out. Like these are shadow memories of things that are purging. One feels like an ancestor. One feels like, I guess this could be your ex, but then there's also this child. So relating that back to negativity that you're purging from childhood, that's walking away as well. And that's just the negative things. So moving on up where you are, Kai, how are we looking up in the third eye and throat?
I have put a golden string between them, but I have not really worked in the throat. I've been completely in the mind this entire time, and energetically, I'm probably going to pull out soon because it'll be too much.
Here's some homework then. Miss Christina is sing. I'm hearing to sing, and to sing a lot, and to sing things with positive words. So this could be like songs with positive words in them, or you could specifically look up spiritual songs or metaphysical songs. I was feeling like a chant, and having a positive chant and positive affirmations could be helpful, but your guides are kind of giggly, like, oh, but make her sing it, it'll be better. So they want the joy aspect to it as well. So maybe open up that space with some song.
Om Mani Padme just singing that, which is the mantra for Kuan Yin.
I bow to the lotus flower at the heart. I like to sing that one.
I do. I just sing it.
How do you sing it?
Huh?
How do you sing it? What's your melody?
Depends on the day.
I think the last time I sang that one, it was Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. And that becomes something very powerful to carry on for a couple of minutes. That actually shot some green energy all the way up your spine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say that felt really good in your field. As I'm about to exit, but
so I'm at the crown. This is the last little tweak I think we're gonna do. I'm at the crown and the toes, just because I see a stop sign there, and I want to make sure that this is all connected and open. Oh, okay. So the stop sign was for me. They're like, stop. I tried to go in there and they're like, stop. So it's tough, when you're a student, Tina, because sometimes your guides are like, stop it. She's got this. We're gonna send all that she needs. But this was a really big healing today. So make sure that you do those things, and ground yourself and drink lots of water. Let's thank you.
Some sunshine.
Yes.
Like have an intentional 30 minutes to just maybe lay in the sunshine.
I'd like us, Viviani, to pull up Mary Sanders. And thank you guys so much for your donations. Thank you for that so much. There we go. The mid right back. Okay. Well, I'm hearing a lot of talk. First off, a lot of chatters coming up. Immediately, it's this is a scary imagery, Mary, so don't let it get in. But sometimes imagery is like this. Like, this is the top half of your body, this is the bottom half of your body, and I keep seeing this happen. Bloop. Like, complete disconnection. But that's not a reality. It's just because of negative self-talk. Like, your energy is actually not misaligned in that way or completely disconnected. I feel like you're stepping into a space that I don't want to say it requires a lot of your focus and attention, but you're stepping into a space that you think requires a lot of focus and attention. It's something you've been thinking about for a really long time. You've been putting a lot of thought and energy into it. It seems like a really, really big project. And so I keep hearing this chatter in the solar plexus space, like, can I do this? Will I be supported? Is this going to turn out the way I want it to? And those thoughts are causing the energy to think that it's breaking apart, even though it's not, if that makes sense. So I'm removing those thoughts from your solar plexus, and we're going to staple it together and call it bad weather. That was a Jack Johnson reference, in case you guys didn't know.
I'm being drawn to your spleen, which I'm also being guided to talk about human design, having a splenic authority potentially. If that's something that you are familiar with, or if not, maybe check
I'm not.
that out. Human design?
Splenic authority?
Yeah, so within human design, you can have a few different authorities, or you have different, like, the chakras can represent, like, different modes of power, basically, that you can tap into. So a lot of women I know are sacral authority. I am a self-projected projector, so my throat and my truth is where my authority comes from. So and another one is the spleen. So it's just I'm not a professional at human design. It's just coming through.
No, I love that. I love that. A projector.
Yeah, so there's manifestors, projectors, reflectors, and some generators.
That one. Generator. Can you tell me what that means for just a second? It does have to do with Mary.
A generator means that you can just produce a lot. You have a lot of energy. You're like, and that's who usually is sacral authority. So it's like you find your power within your creativity and within your like sexuality a lot of times too. So
you listening, Mary?
So, but splenic can be attached to a few different of the ones.
That went right back into alignment beautifully, beautifully. So I'm looking more at the shoulders now and the bottom of the legs. I don't know why I said the bottom of the legs, but the leg area. Like, what is the bottom of your leg? I don't know. So the shoulders, that might be where you're carrying burdens or weight, maybe because of some of those thoughts that we cleared out. So we're just kind of getting the dust off your shoulders.
Dust your shoulders off.
Another reference. Music's coming up a lot, Mary, with you. So dance.
Which I just heard Aaliyah. Dust yourself off and try again. And if at first you don't succeed.
Well, you're getting serenaded, Mary. This is so much fun. But seriously, so with the what do we say? The generating energy. You have a lot of energy. Try to dance. Try to sing a little.
Dance is what just came through for me too.
Her, yeah. She says very true. She has a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm. You might be like a Ferrari. Zoom, zoom.
And I'm doing two things to the feet. One is bringing stability because as you dance, you don't want to fall down. But two, it feels like the bottom of your feet the energy is being thinned so that it is a purple light so that you can be more in flow or more creative or more in tune with the earth's ups and downs and cycles.
So I'm hanging out in your mental body of your auric field, which if you're familiar with how things work, things kind of hang out in your auric field before they get into your physical field. So I'm just removing some denser energy that is hanging out up there. They're in the shapes of like spikes. So I don't even know if this is completely like from your mental status, or if it's even like a psychic attack type of situation.
I had a strange image in my mind, and I wasn't actually even listening to what you were saying, Kai. Like not like in a bad way, but like in a it seemed distant and far away because of what I was reading. So I didn't actually like catch what your interpretation of that was, but it was like I instantly saw like a bunch of multiple timelines, like this, and her here. And there was all this chatter from the timelines, like what did you say it was?
What I was just working on.
The spiky
Uh,
thing?
oh, I don't necessarily think that it's from, because like, so what happens is like if you imagine like a hot air balloon, your negative thoughts then become like a dense like energy in your mental field, right? But this doesn't feel like it's from her negative thoughts into the mental. It feels like it's coming from an external source. So like a psychic attack potentially.
Is it possible that the external source is her other selves from other quantum timelines?
Yeah.
Because of what you were picking up in the imagery I got, it almost felt like with where she is, there's a lot of other chatter coming in about, is this possible? Am I capable? Blah, 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 blah. But they, to me, they all look like her, but not on this timeline that she's chosen.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, that I'm not here to confirm or deny, but it's definitely possible.
So you have a mission, Mary. Okay. You got to go through quantum time and space and whip all of yous into some sort of positive energy. So make all of the yous out there across quantum space dance into alignment. Make them all cheer. Everyone's cheering. Everyone's happy. Corn. Okay, so abundance is coming your way. I see
Yeah.
gold and the orange corn.
I'm seeing the Empress in my mind's eye, which is also the most abundant card in tarot. And abundance doesn't always mean finances, but it doesn't not mean it either.
A lot of joy.
I'm seeing a Celtic knot and I'm hearing travel.
Oh, I thought it was a pretzel. I'm sitting here staring at this pretzel. And I'm like, why is there a pretzel here? Okay, a Celtic knot. We're cool. Okay. I'm sorry. You know when you know, I guess.
Yeah. Oh.
Travel is probably a good one for Mary. She likes to travel. Picks up light codes in different places that she goes across ley lines and.
Nice. Yeah, maybe to the wee little land of Ireland.
Okay, is Ireland on your list, Mary?
What is a Celtic knot? What is a Celtic knot? Well, I know that it is a I can't like the shape of it is, you'll have to look up the shape. This is similar to it though. And it's definitely the idea of the three, like mind, body, spirit, or in with like Christianity, God, Jesus, spirit. So yeah, it's an exemplification of that. But druidry is kind of coming through more in my mind right now.
I love druidry.
Mm-hmm. Same. I love trees.
How are you feeling? Do you feel pretty tapped, or you want to try to take one more? Or do it?
I feel fine. I need to pee. That That is it.
Okay. You want to run on and do that?
Yeah, I can do
Go
that.
ahead. Go do that. I think that we could, when you get back, maybe take
Do
like,
one more?
yeah, we could take a couple more minutes, I think. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to read through the chat for a second because I haven't had much of a chance to. And I said hey to the first guys. Hey, first guys who were here, all the way down to Mary and Miss P and Starfish. Hi, Bora Bora. It's good to see you. And Rosie. Hey, lady. Hope you're feeling a little better. Hey, Edward. How are you? Hello, Lauren. Miss you, darling. And Sue. Always a fun time. Hey, Patsy. And thank you guys so much for being present. Hey, Lisa. Thank you guys so much for being here. Check out Kai's upcoming workshop. Donations are always appreciated for our time here today. And honestly, I see quite a few people in the chat who I love and I see a need for. Like I'd love to touch on Rosie and Lauren and Sue and Edward. So can we just do like a collective
Yeah.
before we close up here? Because I'd love for everyone present. And Lisa too, I'd love everyone present, even if we don't do an individual one-on-one specific to your needs. I know that some people here are dealing with grief. Some people are dealing with health stuff. Some people are dealing with emotional stuff. So I'd like to just do a collective swoop for everybody. So I'm just going to call some people in. I'm going to call in Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene and some angels. And of course, Isis has to come on for Vivian.
I was like, I'm thinking Isis.
We have to. And I'm feeling the energy start to amp up like that, and a big cloud coming over for everybody.
I've also got Ophiuchus in my field right now.
Interesting.
As well as Hecate. So there might be some people that are in like at a crossroads, in like a liminal space, needing to make some choices as to what their next moves are.
The light language coming through. The angels are speaking to you. Your DNA is lighting up. Trust yourself. Your body knows what to do. Your energy knows where to step next. Everything is already laid out for you. It's already in alignment. Just be present with how you feel. Be present with joy. Be present with the beauty of life and all of its ups and downs. Breath.
I'm being guided to weave light language around the people that we didn't connect with one-on-one.
You guys just be open, be receptive, let yourself feel it and receive it. Let it hit you that you're just cared for and loved and supported by everybody here. That you're special, that you're worthy, that you're valuable, that you're wanted, that you're safe. You're
and
safe.
That you're sovereign. That's coming through.
Mm-hmm. When you said sovereign, I saw a golden rose just bloom up.
Yeah, sovereignty is coming through really heavy right now. And the need to shed the old skin. I'm seeing like a golden snake.
And I'm seeing rainbow rain. There's a lot of wisdom coming down, but it's almost like it's a knowing from your higher self, as if your higher self is just watching over you and smiling and sending down all of this love and acceptance and knowledge for your remembrance. Somebody in the group had a lost soul here, so we crossed that over as well.
And I'm in someone's spinal region, and just kind of sending a lot of love and a lot of light up it. Almost like connecting all your chakras. I just heard Plinko board, like it's lighting them up. Like a Plinko.
Hey, Gigi. You made it just in time for the collective healing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so beautiful because we're seeing so many different images since we're encompassing so many different people. I was seeing the nerves coming out from the spine, and I saw a big top hat sitting over the collective energies. And all of it just feels expansive and inspiring and supportive. And I don't know, there's no way to describe how that feels to be truly in a group where everyone in that group just loves, supports, and accepts you exactly how you are and just wants to shower love on you. And that's the feeling that's coming through here. Thank you guys so much for supporting each other in all of this as well. For allowing this to become a group and a community, a space of love. You're not alone here.
I'm handing someone a sword of truth. I'm not entirely sure who it is, but someone in this field is really needing to step into their power through their voice. So, Archangel Michael is here for this, almost like knighting with the sword of truth. This is awesome.
Beautiful. And while you're doing that, what I'm really purging out of this space collectively is that sense of being alone. A lot of you guys feel lonely or think you're in this alone or you're in your grief alone. And that's not a reality in alignment with spirit. It's okay to have those emotions, but keeping that thought process going is instilling that. So that's something that's purging out, is that you're not in a desert, you're not an island, that you are supported and cared for, and connected is a big word with love. Support. Dragonfly again.
Yeah, and someone might have a set of angel wings coming through soon, because my back right where angel wings are is really starting to hurt randomly.
Ooh. I am so curious. I need to know who this is. Who is growing now?
And just remember that you have chakras on the front, but you also have chakras on the back. And the chakras on your back are like your willpower for each chakra. So make sure that you're stretching your back out and doing that kind of stuff just on your own time, setting intentions into the front and the back of each.
I see this big filter coming down like a cylinder, like a cyclone. And I do see it sitting over one specific person. I do see it sitting over Lisa. And I feel like it's just siphoning, like pulling out. Not it's doing a couple of things. It's pulling out negative energy. It's moving around your space, cleaning it, not just in your house, but around your house. And it's pulling your energy up. So this is also a high vibration. And this cyclone is happening like really, really powerfully. So this is a powerful amount of energy happening all in one moment. So make sure after this to ground yourself and drink water and sit outside for a bit to help integrate that energy, because this is a cyclone that's really going through your energy field right now. Haha, and lucky everybody else. I see it kind of doing like little mini cyclones on everyone else too, because we're all in a group. So everyone's getting a nice little clean.
And as I looked up, it was 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
So I'm going to throw a big heart bomb in the middle of all of this, and we're going to call it a day. Start your weekend. I love each and every one of you. And you too, Teddy. I see you. He keeps coming back up today. And it's interesting because a lot of these people have animals, and I know who their animals are, but Teddy keeps making himself very present today. But thank you guys so much for being with us, for being in this temple. Remember to go back to the prayer at the top and say that in a very heartfelt way for yourself, moving forward, to trust in what you've received and to allow yourself to dream that into being. And thank you so much, Kai, for being on and helping out today. And then thank Viviani for being with us in the background.
Thank you, Viviani. And thank you all for being here. And a lot of you are returns, and I just, really appreciate it. So.
All right. Thanks, everybody, so much. We're going to see you we're the last Friday of each month. So we're going to see you guys on September 26th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And I look forward to seeing you all then. Be gentle. Take care of yourselves. Love you so much.